Hello everyone. I know it's that time of the year where motivation dips lower than the federal deficit, so I'll try my best to keep this brief. As we reach the end of this glorious school year, I would like to take some time to look back at some of the concepts we've learned, such as maturation, reflection, redemption, and transformation. Many books such as J.D. Salinger's The Catcher in the Rye, John Green's The Fault in Our Stars, Mitch Albom's Tuesdays with Morrie, and Khaled Hosseini's The Kite Runner all highlight the interconnectedness of the aforementioned concepts. The main character in each book faces different circumstances, but ultimately they all deal with hardship, resulting in some form of reflection and ultimately maturation/transformation. In The Fault in Our Stars, Hazel Grace learns through a romance with Augustus that longevity matters little in the wake of personal satisfaction and self-fulfillment when it comes to life. This lesson is echoed within Tuesdays with Morrie, where Morrie expounds upon Mitch the value of living a life balanced between love and obligations. In both of the aforementioned novels, the impending death of one character proves a catalyst for change in the other's mindset. Furthermore, both novels expound upon the idea of commemorating one's memory rather than a physical remembrance of death, thus harking back to Holden's thoughts regarding his younger brother's death in The Catcher in the Rye. Holden hates the idea of tombstones and graves, for they are physical reminders of death and not so much the fact that the buried individual had once lived. However, death is only one of many hardships. In The Kite Runner, a mere struggle is with the idea of guilt. Guilt in abandoning his childhood friend Hassan. However, eventually he learns to stop running away from the past and embrace it, thus redeeming himself by rescuing and caring for Sarab, Hassan's orphan son. All of these books follow a single thread that suffering breeds compassion, and that is one of my greatest personal beliefs. However, besides that undeniable truth, I also believe that hardship in itself can never be objectively measured. There is no objective metric to determine how much worse or better someone else's life experience is when compared to another, because normalcy is relative, as is our life experience. It is inherently subjective. Thus, to say that life experience and emotions are mutually exclusive, as objective implies, is preposterous. Secondly, my other truth is that invalidation in any form is unwarranted and not worthy of time or effort to interpret. Never allow someone else to invalidate who you are, what you do, and what your passions are, because ultimately those form your identity. If you don't have that, you're not being your own person, and that is simply not living. I realize I've probably bored you half to death with all this long and wordy and esoteric speech, but all in all, this final truth is by far the most significant. As Shakespeare so elegantly put it, to thine self be true. In layman's terms, be yourself. Yes, it is that simple, albeit trite. When you can be yourself, when you can accept yourself, you can love without bounds, with no cages, no bars, and no barriers, and all that is left is an open road towards the horizon of your potential future. So let go of the hesitancy and the uncertainty, and plunge headfirst into the open adventure of life. Hello everyone. I know it's that time of the year where motivation dips lower than the federal deficit, so I'll try my best to keep this brief. As we reach the end of this glorious school year, I would like to take some time to look back at some of the concepts we've learned, such as maturation, reflection, redemption, and transformation. Many books such as J.D. Salinger's The Catcher in the Rye, John Green's The Fault in Our Stars, Mitch Albom's Tuesdays with Morrie, and Khaled Hosseini's The Kite Runner all highlight the interconnectedness of the aforementioned concepts.